Thank you, Kate, and welcome to Ottawa, everyone, on the front end of a CFL triple header. It's the Ottawa REDBLACKS back in action at a place they have not been beaten so far this year, and looking forward to playing against the Toronto Argonauts after the longest road trip they've had in franchise history.
Sure did.
They could hold them off as Hamilton got the victory, but Toronto in action here. This one high in the air, intercepted, and racing to the end zone. Touchdown REDBLACKS. It's Damon Webb.
Well, this is exactly the issue we talked about last week. That interception out of the gate led to points for Hamilton a week ago, and this one.
Looks to throw once again. This time a high slant and intercepted. Back-to-back picks for the REDBLACKS defense. And Brandon Dandridge.
Ball hawk like Brandon Dandridge.
But Drew Brown will look to throw here. Quick little play action. Flips it out into the flats. And immediately turning north-south. Tackled by Robbie Smith. Four receivers to the left of Brown. Gets it out quickly. It is complete. It's Eli Stowe, who gets up to the 30-yard line. 6 points in the score zone, but when they need it, Ward has been money for them throughout the year.
Knockdown, interception, sack, tackle for loss, etc.
Right down the pipe. It is Kadeem Carey high-stepping. Crosses the 40-yard line. Now Kelly will look to throw and drops the football. Picks it up. Tries to make something with his feet. And he's wrapped up. Will look to add his own 37-yard field goal. As Hyralahu, 2 for 6, 16 yards, and 2 interceptions right now for Chad Kelly. Drew Brown is on point on the other side. Brown with a hard count here. Takes the snap, looks right, timing, throw, and it is caught. 4 receivers to the left of Brown. Against a 5-man rush. Drew Brown steps up, lone receiver on the backside. Brown said he was looking forward to playing against Mr. Head Topper here this week. Dominique Grimes' nickname is Drew Brown. Play action. Now on his back foot, up in the air, and incomplete. A flag does come down.
Pass interference, Toronto number 9. Automatic first down.
Ryan Dinwiddie as Drew Brown gets a fresh set of downs once again. First and 10, flips it out and trying to get Justin Hardy out in space to 127 points this season coming in. The second leading scorer in Ottawa history. The Big Show, the Grey Cup, on CTV here in 2024 as Chad Kelly fades this one over the top. Up for grabs, Mackay Polk. See what he does here on first and 10. Kelly looks to his right, now looks to try and take off and run, gets sandwiched. Second sack of the season for the big man. Play on Lang, pressure on this time. Kelly has to get it out. Intercepted! Picked off again. It's Damon Webb, and he's on the run. Kelly backpedaling. He gets blocked. They'll turn around, trying to find a body. Can Kadeem Carey catch Damon Webb? No! Touchdown REDBLACKS.
Damon Webb, again, the league leader in defensive stops. Takes that deflected ball from Mackay Polk. Look at his guys getting out front to make blocks and escort him to the house.
Claiborne will stand on the sidelines this time as they get it to Barwin. His first touch here, and now the ball pops out. And it's mercifully recovered. Playing over at the weak side primarily here today in Ottawa. Drew Brown looks to throw on second and short. Rips it out, gets it into the hands of Morrow, puts the shoulder down. One of those little things by Brown, though, to set the pocket and then get more depth and just try to stay away from Irimilata to get it out of his hands. He does. He gets a first down. Morrow steps up in pass protection. They get it down the chute. It's Miller headed to the end zone. The REDBLACKS score once again.
Great catch and run by Miller. Watch the block here from Jamal Morrow standing in there. Taking on the blitz, giving his quarterback time to make that throw. Andre Miller.
Talking to people being in the building as Drew Brown would love to get him back, and Brown on this play gets it out of his hands, breaking 2 tackles, now 3 in the REDBLACKS locker room, now a member in Ottawa. There's another completion underneath. Justin Hardy makes the grab that time. For Drew Brown, unlike Chad Kelly earlier today, at least the error doesn't turn into a major one that goes the opposite direction for 6, as this football for Janarian Grant rolls all the way into the end zone. Richie Leone goes for a jog, but it'll be picked up there.
Receiver run's always a big part of Tommy Condell's offense. He loses a pretty important guy in Braylon Addison.
And a big shot down the seam here as Addison, one of the most rewarding kind of throws you can have as a quarterback right there for Drew Brown. He loved it as they backside screen it this time. Get it to the fullback, and it's Anthony Gosselin leaning on the defense, but making some great throws like he just did to Rimes. What can he do here on first and 10? Gets it out to Rimes once again, trying to get away from tacklers, but from Lewis Ward. Richie Leone is the holder. Peter J is the snapper. They get it back and down and up and
throughout his career.
Kelly controls. Tommy Neal, the intended receiver, brings it in. Brandon Dandridge. But Chad Kelly would like to put some points on the board before we get there. Neal, another completion.
Toronto content, recognizing they feel there's enough time on the clock to take a bunch of short ones.
Big pressure moment here.
Decision by Unger when he was under pressure.
Kelly gets it out of his hands here to Richie Sindani. That's what Canadian football's built for. Kelly will do that here on second and long. Pressure on, gets away from it, looks to sidearm it, then pumps. Backside, goes to Kadeem Carey, gets a block from Unger, and all the way down inside the 30.
Using his legs to keep it alive.
Another bubble screen here, working the outside. Richie Sindani gets a block from Unger again. And pushed out of bounds. Kadeem Carey alongside Kelly, he'll rip it. This one complete, putting the shoulder down. Tommy Neal, touchdown Argos. And Ryan Dinwiddie tries to fire up his bench, throws off the headset. 9 of 14, 87 yards. Now he's got his 10th completion. Andre Miller, the touchdown maker from earlier on, refuses to go down, and the football is out. Variable conditions throughout the afternoon. The rain has returned after the Argonauts touchdown. As Brown flips this one out, it is complete. It is Leyburn turning up the field, getting close to the first down. Seems like he's enjoying the game so far as Brown has to get it out quickly with pressure on, gets it to Rhymes, and near the first down marker. Likes the width of the field as well because he gets to split the hashes like this. Off to the races and into the end zone.
Rock Armstead contributed a lot of yards to this Ottawa offense through the first half of this season. But Kalen Leyburn's CFL debut.
The Banjo Bowl getting ready to go. Chad Kelly trying to fight his way back into this game in the East, and this one almost intercepted. Now plays first and 10 from the Ottawa side of midfield. Kelly loads it up, takes a shot. Unger hangs up in the air. Unger came back to it, made the grab, and is brought down at the 7-3 Ottawa REDBLACKS with a 28-point advantage. Trying to get a stop. Bubble screen, McMahon. They do get it into his hands on second and goal. It's a brick wall.
Well, does that seem to be where the receivers were set up to block for?
Third and goal. Chad Kelly, fade ball for Tommy Neal, incomplete. No flags down. There's offense on second and 10. Check it down underneath. Kadeem Carey puts his head down, has to get out to the...
We have 8 wildland firefighters going on the wall, the most we've ever had in the history of Canada.
And tomorrow you're going to be having the official memorial. I heard there's also a record number of families that are going to be attending, but...
Where his team needs to get now on first and 15. Kelly steps forward in the pocket, looks up over the top. Once again, he's going to Tommy Neal into the end zone and knocked away. Flies an extra 40 yards down the sideline as Liram Hairolahu from 35 yards away. Kelly against a 5-man rush on second and 10. Escapes pressure, rolls to his right. Aiden John tries to get there. He does. Big hit on the completion. This is turf all over the inside of the helmet there. Chad Kelly after being tackled by Aiden John is now Dan Anababoye. That's the play action fake in the backfield. Kelly flips it out. David Unger. And gets pushed out of bounds.
A much bigger opportunity here in Toronto.
5 catches, 88 yards for Unger. DeMonte Coxey back into the fray, cuts back, makes 2 men miss into the end zone. Where has that been all game? Touchdown Argos.
Well, terrific effort there after the catch by DeMonte Coxey. The missed tackles will drive Baron Miles and Bob Dice a little nuts over on that Ottawa sideline.
So now they'll go for 2. Anababoye swings out, quarterback drop. Chad Kelly walks it in. Brown pumps, now looks over the top. Andre Miller, back shoulder, perfect placement from Drew Brown. 5-man rush from the Argos. Dominic Rhymes wide open on the crosser, running away from Robert Priester to the 25, steps out of bounds. Ottawa receivers have had to play defensive back against Benji Franklin. Puts himself in such good positions as Brown looks to the crossing route to Rhymes again. They try to go back to the well. Through the wind and the drizzle.
He's a top defensive player in U Sports football.
Don't quit on that guy, no matter how late it is and what the score is. Over the top, Dominic Rhymes! in this situation. Kelly, 4-man rush, rips it underneath the uprights. Again, settling down is Tommy Neal. Big hit this time. It allows everything underneath, but when he takes it, they get a lot of yardage out of it. This one will go over the top. It'll hang up too. As Coxie trying to high point it, and he does.
Started at guard last year, bumped from center to guard. Back at center this year.
There's Ungerer fighting through the middle of the field, tackled down around the 5-yard line.
The circumstance here. Very likely too little too late.
Kelly fires one into the end zone, rolling to his right, and finds DeMonte Coxie with 50 seconds remaining. The Argonauts just keep chipping away at what is a very good football team in the nation's capital. Dice, baby.
The unbeaten streak here at home continues.
6-0-1. And they are now 8-3 on the season with Bob Dice at the controls.